Hey everybody, my name is Jonathan Henninger. I am the GM for Gibbz Arms, and I am one of the owners of GHT Manufacturing, who is manufacturing the Gibbz rifle. We're standing in the GHT/Gibbz Arms shop. I'm just going to go over a few of the features of the G4 16-inch rifle. When we're making this, again, coming from the aerospace world, we're used to holding tolerances around, plus or minus 5/10 of a thousandth of an inch. That's tight tolerancing. Wide open tolerancing for us is 5/1000 of an inch. That is miles for us. In all the manufacturing of these parts, we hold a minimum of 5 thou, if not tighter. And what that's allowing us to do is everything mates up, it matches up perfectly. And it's consistent time after time after time. The machine that I'm standing in front of right now, this is our Kitamura. This is where the upper receivers are finished on. This holds for millions of an inch in tolerance up here. So we take a lot of pride in the quality of the manufacturing, holding tolerances, constantly inspecting every single part, making sure everything is lining up perfectly. So no matter what rifle you grab, it's gonna be perfect every single time. Even down to the hand finish. We are in aerospace, we're judged on how many parts get rejected out of a million pieces. And if we get 5-6 parts rejected out of a million pieces, that's an F in aerospace. So we're looking at these, we're making sure every single burr is removed. They're scraped, they're buffed, they're tumbled, they're blasted, and then they're inspected again, making sure that machine lines and things are gone. And then if there's touch-up happens, we get the touch-up done, and then we send it out for anodize, and then we inspect the anodize after that too, just to ensure that you guys are actually getting the money that you're paying for this rifle. So now when it comes down to the features of the rifle, it's 6061 billet aluminum. And what makes Gibbz Arms, not just from the manufacturing, tolerance, and inspection side, exceptional and unique, but it's also the patents that are involved in here. Now the patent holders for the side charger is David and Kevin Gibbz. They're the ones that invented the side charger. They're also the brains behind M-Lock. And then that was sold off to Magnum. What makes the side charger so special is Eugene Stoner, when he first designed the AR-15, if you go look back at the original patents, obviously we're used to seeing what we call a handle up here on top. When you look at the original designs, there's a little shark hook here that was the charging handle. He wanted it to be, the charging handle to be forward. He didn't want it to be back here. But in his testing, a couple things happened. The handle got hot. It was hard to get leverage in case a round got stuck. It was really hard to get enough leverage in it to pull it back. And so he knew that he had to pull an audible on it. He was already too invested in the forgings that were already done. So he couldn't replace those, so he had to make those work. And the workaround was the T-handle in the back. That's how he made it work. Well, we feel that if he were to design it today, this is how he would do it. This here is our non-reciprocating side charging upper receiver set that is compatible with all mil-spec components. The only thing that you need to do, you have to install our modified cam pin. And so if you're building this yourself, you buy the upper receiver, it comes with this modified cam pin. All that cam pin does is prevents standard cam pin from falling into this side charging track and marring it. So you install that cam pin into any mil-spec bolt carrier group and you're ready to rock and roll. Advantages of this non-reciprocating side charge. First off, if you are trying to lock your bolt back, normally you're back here, pull it back, and then you hit your lever here and you're locked, right? With the side charge, you can single hand manipulation. Same thing, you have the lower receiver here in the G4, lock it back. It's called the PDQ lever, pretty damn quick. So you can lock it back, send it forward, all while maintaining your fire grip here. The other benefits, so say now you're on target and something happens and the round doesn't go off. Normally, round doesn't go off, you got to do your check, or round doesn't go off, you got to lean, charge, come back and reacquire target. With this, click, all eyes are always on target. You never take your head back, do anything to take yourself off of where you're supposed to be looking. Now we, again, being mil-spec compatible, we had to do something with back here. So this is another one of the patents. This is called the BC door, bolt carrier door. We need that, if you saw earlier when I pulled that bolt carrier out, because the gas key has to have clearance in order to leave. There's a little spring, little nylon detent in there, so it folds down and it is captured by the lower receiver. And what that does is it greatly reduces back gassing when you're shooting suppressed. So not only are you getting the benefit of being able to stay on your target here, but if you're shooting suppressed, you're not going to be getting anything coming back into your face. It's all going out the ejection port, it's coming out the lower, or it's going out the front of your barrel. Barrel, it's a ballistic advantage barrel. This current one is a 625 gas block, A2 pump on it. It is sub MOA straight out of the box. So you pull it out of your box, and you are just ready to go. The other thing, when we're talking about manufacturing expertise, when we are making these, and we're going to be showing a lot more video later of how these things are actually made, but so this is after our first stop, right here. We grab onto the extruded Picatinny here, and then we beep with an indicator every single bore, and then we come in and we ream the bore. So the bore is dead nuts aligned with this Picatinny rim. What that does is pretty much any optic that you're going to drop on here, there's really no left and right adjustments. It is just up and down. So you can hot swap any optic on here and you're really close to being on target. Beyond that, BCM trigger, grip, stock, everything else is pretty standard. It's all good parts. Nickel Teflon coated BCM trigger. That's the Gibbz G4 16-inch rifle chambered in 5.56 223.